This is a story called Distress. It's from Tales of a Chocolate Smuggler. In the beginning there was a beggar man. He grew accustomed to a solitary life and lost himself in dreams and yearnings whenever he could escape the now. He had lived alone for so long, even with his various companions, he grew tired in his aloneness. He met a warrior woman. In her he saw the future, a thing he had not ever done. Her eyes became his ocean. In them he saw magical things. He lost her in the storms of his life. He searched his oceans for meaning, but kept coming back to her eyes. He was lost. In a long ago forest not so far away, a strong woman once walked. She was neither young nor old. She walked amongst the shaded groves and glades, shoulders broad, eyes alive. She was simple, dusty and alone, except of course for her dreams and memories. In her hand she held a large ball of string. It was a strange twine made of her own hair. She lived in an uncharted forest and needed the string to navigate. She would tie one end to a tree nearby her home and unravel it as she explored the wilderness. She searched for a knight in shining armour, even though she did not need one, and did not know what she would do if ever she found him. Every day she would take the brush her hair, take the hair from the brush and add it to the ball of hair she was making. With every passing day she was able to venture further into the forest. In her travels she met gypsies, vagabonds, travellers, buccaneers, pirates and smugglers. She met them all, the wanderers, the flotsam and jetsam in the land of the road. She had so many strange and wonderful adventures. She always had her string to guide her home. She was a genius. One day as she was out exploring, a strange apparition appeared by her home. A man and a donkey, clad in the most astonishing array of goods. He had trays and platters attached to his body by means of strings and wires, and he carried a fearsome arsenal of cutlery and cooking utensils. He would be a knight, but as yet had not done any knightly things, as dragons and maidens were in short supply. Finding no one at the house bar a ferocious dog, he rattled and clanked into the forest. He spied a bright thread of silk, which on closer inspection revealed itself to be hair. He was overcome with joy. Hair that long must belong to a fair maiden in distress, he said to himself. He carefully undid the hair and began to follow its trail, rolling it up into a ball as he went. As he travelled he began to worry. What if she is captured by pirates or fearsome thingamajigs? What will I do then? He was not, after all, a recognised knight. He was a raggedy man. He figured that he would see what happened when the time came. Surely there was some courage in him. Surely he could be fierce and win the heart of the lady. He travelled alone in his thoughts. Meanwhile, the explorer had bid farewell to a merry band of gypsies and the assorted villains surrounding their camp, and was carefully returning to her home, rolling up her twine as she did so. She was looking forward to a bath and her garden of cornflowers. She was disappointed at not having met a knight in her travels, but figured that next time she would meet one, maybe. She was tired, but her beauty was unaffected. Her eyes glowed soft and brown, her skin contained the warmth of the sun. She was going home. She heard a strange rattle and clanking sound, an unforest-like sound. She pondered its significance as she came to a sun-dappled clearing. At the other end of the clearing she saw a man wearing cooking utensils and serving platters. "Are you a chef?" she asked. "No," he said. "I'm a knight, and I'm on a quest. Are you a fair maiden in distress?" She looked from him to the darkening skies, and from the darkening skies to the trackless forest, and there to the string in her hand. The string which should go all the way to her home, but which ended in the hand of this strange and ridiculous man. She sat down. "I am now," she said. In a faraway place not so long ago, a strangely beautiful explorer once lived. She lived in a place that was her own, and she was happy. Her solitude made her strong. She dreamt of a time when she would be happier, when her life and her dreams would be the same. She dreamt of a knight in shining armour atop a powerful charger. Just when she needed him most, she saw instead a raggedy man. The end.